So when I was around 15, I attended some writing courses. Despite my horrendous dyslexia, I basically taught myself how to write by sheer force. I still have no comprehension of grammar, so if you ever run across my fan fictions out there somewhere in the wild, I do apologise. I was the only teen in any of these writing courses, and I went in all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, full of hope and wonder. I still have all of my notes from every single one of these courses. I was like Hermione Granger. I was locked in. I took all of the notes. It was at these courses that I was first introduced to the infection that was bleeding into creative industries and taking root. It was during the course about the hero's journey that there I was, sitting in front of the class, and like the Hermione Granger I was, I raised my hand and promptly asked, "What about the heroine's journey?" The teacher looked visibly annoyed. "Oh, no, we don't use the word heroine. That's sexist." Being a very sheltered girl, I didn't know what the word sexist meant, so I asked a follow-up question to see if that would help. "What do you mean by sexist?" The teacher went on to explain that male characters and female characters should be equal and interchangeable. Basically, you should write your male and female characters as though they are exactly the same, because treating a female character any differently would be considered extremely sexist. I sat in that white room for the rest of the class, really annoyed, because to me, Heroine was a fundamentally important and dramatically different character to a hero. I carried that frustration with me. It shaped how I wrote. The foundation of the relationship in my flagship series rested on this idea. Zinx is a hero, Shanti is a heroine, both are on a heroic journey, side by side, together. Then, as the years went on, I continued to see this concept of equalization show itself through Western media. The female characters were being written as though they were merely interchangeable with the male ones. It was like their differences were being flattened out and their internal struggles simplified. A few years ago, my editor pointed me in the direction of The Heroine's Journey by Maureen Murdoch. And upon reading it, I wondered if what I was seeing was an incomplete attempt of this journey cycle. The heroines of the modern audience, whatever that actually is, never seemed to have a crisis that forced them to meet the goddess figure, or basically the figure that represents the femininity that they left behind. Looking back now, I don't think that 15-year-old me was at all wrong to be frustrated. I don't think that I had the language or understanding yet to grasp what I was actually really frustrated about. Because the problem became one of sameness. The idea that a hero and a heroine are just interchangeable pieces on a chessboard. They aren't. They're shaped by different pressures, different expectations, and wholly different internal battles. By flattening those differences down in the name of equality, we don't elevate female characters, we're actually erasing them. The heroine's journey is about what gets left behind, and what it takes to go back for it. I suppose maybe that's why it's been sort of misunderstood. Because the heroine doesn't become powerful by becoming a hero, she becomes powerful by recognizing what it is that she actually lost, then choosing to take it back. And in doing so, she becomes whole. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you here again or on one of my live streams when I figure out a schedule around when the girls go to school. But yeah, so I'll see you again. Bye!